Hey everyone, welcome back to RC Microverse. I'm Santiago. Today, we're going to go back out to the garage shop and work on the crawler trailer. We saw the first feature that I built, which was the porcupine. That was the entry ramp. Today, we're going to work on transitioning to a new side hill, and then we'll see where things go. But for now, let's head on out to the shop and get started. Making good progress so far. I've got the slats glued onto the ramp. That one, it looks like we're at about 20, depending on where I put this, 23 degrees, 24, so less than 24 degrees. That should be pretty good for most of the stock crawlers to start with. What I want to see happen is I want more of a shallow angle at the base, and then as we get more towards the top, maybe central top, it'll get steeper up to probably about a 45, but also more side hill. Obviously towards the front, I'll keep it easier for the kids and maybe some of the more novice drivers with stock vehicles. And towards the back is going to be the more difficult part. Things to think about. We've got our rough shake cut. We've got it up here on the ramp so we can kind of get an idea of what we're looking at. We're going to start leaning this side out so we can get that entry angle. And then we'll come up here, we'll start shaping it out so that it gets a little steeper on the back side, more shallow on the front. And then we're going to work on getting our transition. I think I might build the top piece next just so I can see kind of where I'm going with this. But I'll bring you back in a little bit. A few hours later, and a few hours later, and a disaster zone of foam left over, we finally got something I think we can work with. This is the SCX24 Lexus, one of the more top-heavy, short wheelbase, and I've been able to get it to go up. There we go. So this low front part of the side hill is actually doable for more of the top-heavy vehicles, but once we get over here to the back side, the climb angle gets pretty steep, and the side hill angle is pretty good as well. So towards the front is a little easier for newer people, heavier cars that are, cars that are a little top heavy. And then towards the back side, we get more of the challenge for the people that want to test themselves and their trucks. So I think we're good to go. I'm going to start off with the transition platform next, and then we'll be going to the next feature. So we've got that all covered in the Terracoat. We just got to let it settle and dry. There's the top of the transition table. This is going to, maybe tomorrow I'll be able to do some highlighting on it, get some little extra features on it. But we're looking good. I think this is going to be a great addition to the table. Next day for me, came out this morning and put a second coat of the Terracoat on here. Just waiting for this to finish curing up, and then I can come back out, do some brushing, some highlights, really get the features to pop, give it a little more texture and definition. But wondering if you guys can maybe throw some names in the comments down below for me. That way we can give this something better than side hill, the side hill obstacle. I know you guys are pretty creative, so let me know what you think. I'm just getting ready to finish up some highlights on that side hill. I'm gonna turn the camera around here and show you how I do highlight. All right, so I have just some white and some gray. Just got it from the local Walmart. Just a little tray. What I like to do is I start with the gray, and I add just a little touch of the white, mix that up, and then I take it over to a cardboard and I wipe almost all of the paint off. And then what I like to do is up here on the feature, just lightly brush. Catches all the little highlights and the raised edges. I'll do 3 different colors of that. So first I'll start with the gray, and then I'll add just a touch of white, and then I'll add a little more white, and then I'll add a little more white, and the third one is more white than gray. And let me show you how that comes out. So I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up, but you see if I can get a little closer. There you go. You can see some of those really nice white highlights and raised edges. Just really adds some definition to the whole thing. Oh, my camera light just went off. Must need to be charged. Can you see it up here maybe? Yeah, there you go. You can see it right up here. So it just adds some nice definition, some highlights. Just really gives it a little more character. Finally, the paint on here seems like it's dry enough for a test run. We've got the little TRX-4M Bronco box stock. Let's see if we can get it up here. We've got basically transition. Oh, good turning from the on-ramp or the up ramp. So here's the lower line. This one should be pretty easy. Most of the cars should be able to get this fairly well. I like that. That's pretty good, pretty good. Let's try the back side of this where it's really more of a challenge. A little steeper. Ooh, we got tires in the air. Come on. Woo, come on. We're gonna drop the front, drop the front. There we go. It's almost crab walking up this thing. All right, that looks great. All right, everyone, I have to apologize. I got so caught up with my timeline and trying to finish out the new High Trail line that I built a bunch of stuff and didn't record it. But we'll go a quick overview of the trailer. I'm sure you guys have seen most of it. If not, you can go back and watch my original walkthrough video so you can see where it started. And here's what's new since that original walkthrough video. So on the top of the Microverse mountain, we had an easier bridge because this rock bridge was a bit too difficult for people. On the second level of the Microverse mountain, we actually made it wider so that different variety of cars, modified 18 scales, Apex, Red Cat Apex, other cars could actually make this instead of just being built for 124s. You guys have probably seen this before. This is that little articulation bridge, kind of rock bridge that I built. You guys have seen from the original video the teeter and the slider ramp there in the back. I still have the little balance beam. This is a good skill spot for people. It'll still throw you off. It's nice and slow. Platform. One of the new spots here is we've got this connection over to the new High Trail line. You can see the High Trail line there on the other side of the trailer. Still doing the suspension bridge. That's not new. I did upgrade the coating on this rock mountain. It used to be brown and now it's gray with my Terracoat coating on it. We have the new glowing toxic zone. This is usually filled with green airsoft pellets, and it has an underglow light, so it's actually pulsing green. You might be able to see that on my Facebook. I think I have another video on that, but I'm not sure. And of course our round table and transition ramp down. This is the exit of the toxic zone. We still have our parking lot. That's where we do all of our staging. But here's the new High Trail line in its completeness. So what we've got is we've got our entry ramp. We've got this nice bark texture. It's a little bit of challenge. It's a little bit steep for some vehicles. We run up here into the porcupine. Good articulation zone. Really got to watch your tire placement. Coming up here, we've got our side hill. So coming up on the side hill, hopefully that truck up there gives you a little bit of angle. Let's see if I can get something here that really gives you how it looks. So it's actually not too bad. Down here towards the front is actually easier for some of our novice drivers that want to try this. Once you get up here towards the top, it really gives you, like, this is almost wanting to tip over. And this is a modified TRX 4M extra wide with brass. So you can kind of see how maybe a stock vehicle would actually be super challenging on this. And then, of course, over here we've got a little FMS on that cross bridge. So that cross bridge is actually pretty fun. I say a lot, don't I? Let's see, where are we at? Okay, so we've got this, I don't know what you want to call this, matchstick, crisscross, articulation. It's got such an angle to it that, like, if I take, I have this TRX4 Bronco, that if you hit it wrong, it's going to tip you forward. So if you hit it just wrong, it's going to tip you forward, especially the smaller cars, the 124s. Not too bad for the 118s. Once we get to the triangle here, I built a new connection up to the top of Microverse Mountain. Wrong way. Up to the top of Microverse Mountain. As you can see, there's the old entry ramp. And then here's a new connection to the top of Microverse Mountain. Coming across here, this is a new elevated line, as you can see. We've got a little bit of a articulation zone going on here. A little bit of stair step type thing. And then we curve back into Microverse Mountain on the second level. We've got a lot of different pathways going on. This is going to be fun to really test and drive. Hopefully you guys enjoy it when you come out to our events and you can try it out for yourself. So the bottom level is still the easiest level, good for the beginners, people learning how to control the cars, just getting used to RC, all my novices. That bottom level is really going to get you started. And then of course we still have a few of the test pieces to really kind of get you learning how to, little bit of throttle controls. All right, so here's the cross ramp that goes to the other elevated line. And basically it's just a couple of 1x3s and just small blocks that I cut from a 1x3 hot glued. I used a couple of cross beams here to just secure it with a few screws on each side. Cut the lengths so that it measures and that it fits. This one's at an angle so that it attaches to the top of the triangle platform. And very, very simple piece to construct. All right, the next piece here is I got that articulating down ramp. I took dowels and straight boards, cut them to the lengths that I needed. But what I did first, since my tables do not align straight, I had to do the top piece and the bottom piece first so that I would get the left-right angle, because as you can tell, it's not quite straight, it's a bit skewed. So once I got the frame set, then I could come in and cut each piece to length, laid it out how I felt it would work best, and then basically just getting each piece screwed in on each end, all the way up, front and back. So next up is the up ramp that goes from the third platform to the top of the Microverse Mountain. Simply, it's a piece of plywood with some angle-shaped, basically it was a straight log and I just cut it on my miter saw at an angle, as you can see that stream angle. Took those, hot glued those into the board here, just laid it out, saw where I saw fit, and then just made a few custom cuts so that it would fit to the mountain and to the bottom platform. Super simple, and of course the old torch treatment to get a little bit of color on it. And the last piece of the high trail line that connects to the second level of Microverse Mountain is our straight bridge. 1x6 lumber, cut at an angle to meet the triangle platform. Just a few connection pieces so that it can lock into the platform and not fall off or move around as cars are driving on it. And basically 1x3 blocks staged in and glued in a stair step. A couple of 1x3 blocks that I've actually cut in half and sanded down just to give a little more articulation and variety. So that's the new Microverse Mountain High Trail and the stuff that I built without filming it. All right, I think that'll work. That'll about do it for today's video. If you like what you see and you want to follow along for more, like and subscribe. And follow us on RC Microverse Facebook and rcmicroverse.com. We have an event schedule, so anywhere we are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, you can come out and find us.